Hi everybody. Today at the Young's house, Gina Young's going to show you all how easy it is to make super delicious, spectacular linguini pasta salad. This pasta salad is so tasty. I'm telling you, whoever you make it for, they're going to go wild over it. So make sure you make a nice amount. So my grandma would make linguini pasta salad growing up, and I loved it. Every family member loved it. So when she made it, you would eat bowl after bowl after bowl using the freshest of ingredients. It's so delicious. Here's what you're going to need. So now listen to me. If for some reason you can't find linguini noodles, which sometimes you can't, like I couldn't find them today, you can use fettuccine noodles. The fettuccine noodles may be a little bit wider, but it's okay. And if you don't want to use fettuccine noodles, just use some spaghetti noodles, right? It's okay. All right, so now you're going to need 2 bottles of Italian dressing. I like to use the zesty. The zesty is going to give you that oomph, you know, that you're looking for, okay? So now I have this one here. I like to use this one, and then I'll always use a no-name brand one, right? Because why pay the, you know, this price for 2? Just get this one and one of these, okay? So now you're gonna need some black olives, all right? I always put black olives in it because Grandma would put black olives in hers. It does give a great taste, but if you don't like them, it's okay to leave them out. My husband doesn't like black olives, but he loves this pasta salad. I put them in there. He just don't eat the black olives, right? You get the gist. All right, I got some beautiful fresh tomatoes we're using today and some lovely fresh cucumbers. Now, if you want to use an Italian seasoning packet, you can use one of those packets. Use the whole packet, okay? I'm not going to use mine today. Now, I have some hard salami here. Now, typically when I would make this recipe, I would go to my local deli and tell them to give me like 3 slices like this, and then I would chop it into cubes. They wanted $13.99 at my local market, right? Per pound. And I said, ain't no way, right? So what I did, I settled for these. It's still hard salami, and we're gonna chop it up the same way without paying that tremendous price. Make sure your hands are clean. We're making linguini pasta salad, Gina Young style, and you're going to love it. I hope y'all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. Happy Saturday. Go ahead and get started cutting up some beautiful fresh tomato. Just make sure you don't cut the pieces too small. I want them to be like medium-sized pieces in your recipe. So I'm using a pound of the fettuccine noodles because I couldn't find linguini pasta, and maybe a little bit more of another package. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with slicing these beautiful fresh tomatoes. Wash them off, y'all. There's people in the local market, you've seen them, so you know I'm telling the truth. They're smelling the vegetables, they're shaking them, they're squeezing them, doing all kinds of stuff. Wash them off. I wash off the fruits and vegetables every time they get to my house. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I do. All right, watch this. Easy. When you cut your tomato like that, they're all the same size pieces, right? Lovely. It's so fresh. My pasta that I have already cooked, and how I like to cook my pasta is I start off with hot water. I salt the water to give that pasta some good flavor, right? And I only cook the noodles for 11 minutes. 11 minutes guaranteed is always going to give you that perfectly al dente noodle, which is chewy to the tooth and never mushy. So my noodles are done, and I've drained them very well. I have my noodles over here. Can they see? Over here in this wok. And I'm gonna mix everything in the wok because I feel like my bowl isn't big enough. So once we get all the ingredients mixed up, then we'll transfer it to a nice serving bowl. Let's go ahead and put all of our beautiful tomatoes right in with the pasta that we've drained very well. And then we're gonna start to chop up our cucumbers. And I wanna show you something special that I like to do to my cucumbers because honestly, I'm not a fan of this rind here. To me, it has like a little bitter taste. So what I like to do, I like to take some of the rind off, leave some of it on for a gorgeous color, but I'll show you. Let's get these tomatoes in. We're gonna go ahead and take one of these small cans of the black sliced olives. Be sure to drain it very well because if you don't drain it, you'll kind of mess up the flavor that it's supposed to be. We don't want the juice from the olives. The olives give such a bright color. This is something that I make like weekly in the summertime. I really do. Make it for a barbecue, a birthday, a cookout. Just make it because it's so spectacular. So let me show you what I was talking about. Excuse me, with the cucumbers. Of course, you cut the ends off and wash them off, right? So watch this. I take a little bit of the skin off here, leave some on, take a little bit off there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get you some off so it doesn't have a funky taste. Just like this. And never going to chop it. It's easy the way we chop it. And try to make it like the same size of your tomatoes. It just makes sense, right? So now that we have 4 pieces, chop that thing down. Not too small and not too big of pieces. Chopping them up. They smell so fresh. The birds are singing. It's a beautiful day outside. I got a couple of windows open and I'm all excited. I cannot wait until this warm weather. Are you kidding me? I am loving the warm weather. Let's do that same thing with this one here. I wish that my shopper, you know, my Instacart shopper, I wish they would have got me 3 of these. I don't know why they got 2. I asked for 3, but I only got 2, and they're not big as I would wish that they would be. So I'm going to kind of work with that. Growing up, we had a garden at the house that I grew up in, and it was the most, it was so interesting to see all the lovely fruits and vegetables being grown and see them being see those potatoes being pulled up out the ground and the carrots and, you know, see like the grapes and the green beans growing up the fence and all of those things. It's like really a whole experience, right? And if you didn't grow up like at a farm or you had a garden, you wouldn't know. But it was one of the most interesting things to see the fruits and vegetables being grown. I can even remember one year, I think, don't quote me, but I think my dad had grew corn on the cob and strawberries. Like he grew it all, and it was the freshest of vegetables. But what I got to thinking about was, I wonder if my dad would take fresh vegetables. I'm just wondering this. I'm going to have to ask him if he would take fresh vegetables over to my grandmom and say, make me some linguini salad. Can you make me some? You know, I mean, you would think he would do that, but I'm going to have to ask him, like, Dad, did you ever take fresh fruits and vegetables over to grandma? You know, I'm going to ask him that. And today I'm going to ask, because you would think that's what he was doing. You know, super interesting. Go ahead and get our fresh cucumbers right into the pan. Okay, and then we're going to take that hard salami and we're going to chop it up. Chop it, slice it, whatever you want to do. So now some of you may ask, ooh, Gina, okay, since you're using hard salami, could I use pepperoni? I'm going to say you could, but if it was up to me, I would say no, right? Grandma would make it with hard salami. She did not make it with pepperoni. You know how pepperoni has that oil to it? The pepperoni, that oil will change the color of your pasta. I just don't think I would use pepperoni for it, okay? So now, I just want to reiterate, I would usually go to my deli and get thick sliced hard salami, have them chop it, but they want $13 a pound, so I settled for this. This will work just fine. It's nice and fresh, and we're going to chop it up just like we would, you know, the deli hard salami. Look at this, pieces just like that. This is going to be lovely. Somebody in the comment section is going to always ask, ooh, can you put cheese in it? No, cheese doesn't go in this recipe. Cannot cut hard salami, I'm telling you, without tasting it. I literally just put like 5 pieces in my mouth, and my cameraman is smacking on it behind the camera. Are you kidding me? We love hard salami here at the Young's house. I couldn't believe. Here's the thing. I couldn't believe it, but I can. You know, because the prices of everything has went up. When I seen it, that hard salami was $13 a pound. It may have been $13.99. Don't quote me. You know, but it was 13 something. I said, ain't no way. So I turned around and I got this bag for like $3 something, like $3.49. And this is a nice amount of hard salami. I love it, but I'm telling you, anymore, I don't get the deli meats like we used to. You know, from the local deli and have them slice it up. They charge you an arm and a leg. And we trying to balance here. You hear me? We are trying to balance and watch the things that we purchase. How much is it? you know, because the prices of everything has went up, and it's absolutely ridiculous. You see how I made that little difference here? I love this, I do. And I had to pay some more for it. But I'm not going to get two at this price when I can get this one for an amazing price and then just add them together and I still have this flavor that I'm looking for. Like, forget all that. Forget all that. I'm not paying the high prices ever again. You hear me? We're almost to the finish line. Look at how beautiful this is, right? Oh, yeah. So now, what I do, I believe this is a 15 fluid ounce, and it is. Use the whole bottle. Are you kidding me, Gina? Nope, I'm not kidding you. Because guess what happens? Well, what happens is the noodles and those vegetables will soak it up, okay? So don't worry about that. Is it going to be a watery mess? Absolutely not. So we're going to mix this in, and then you always have that second bottle because you use at least half of the second bottle, okay? So let's mix this in, being nice and gentle so we don't break up our lovely tomatoes and our cucumbers. Look at this. Oh my goodness, yes. Go ahead and put, and always shake it up, okay? Because you know the oil separates from the lovely ingredients. You don't want a lot of oil, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Mix it up. Let's use half of this. Okay, perfect. Moving in the right direction. And guess what? Your dish is done. This is what you're taking to all the cookouts, the barbecues, the birthdays, the any days, just because it's that delicious and so super simple to make. Whoever you feed it to, they're going to love it. Let's taste it. This is super important. Let it set before you serve it. Serving it right now isn't the best quality. Okay, how come? Well, because everything got to marry together, right? You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So several hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours, or even the night before. You're taking this to somebody's house, make it the night before for sure. So now I'm going to transfer it from my wok to this bowl, and this is going to be my serving dish. Look at it. I know. If you enjoyed this, it's gorgeous, right? If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on, tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, on today, we thank you for this lovely meal, your hedge of protection and your mercy. Amen. Stay tuned. Who's ready to taste? You want to taste? Let me make up a little bib for my shirt, because my shirt is too cute today, and I want no oil on it. Oh, I'm gonna give you some. Don't worry. I'm gonna give you some. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I'm going in. Y'all. Let me get another fork, because I know y'all. When I tell you this right here is going to definitely become your favorite pasta salad, trust me.